A very good evening. Welcome to another exciting edition of Big Talk on Global Television. It's a program where we highlight political issues and bring to fore trending issues about Nigeria's politics, Nigeria as a whole, as we hope to move the country forward. Tonight on the show, we will be taking a review of the just concluded Rivers State elections. What are the lessons? A review of the polls. What actually happened? Did we have voter turnout? And mind you, Rivers State is one of the states we have in Nigeria, Nigeria's south region, Niger Delta region, has a population of over 7 million people and is a state that is blessed with crude oil and a lot of resources goes into that state, right? And it's a very important state politically because the governors of that state since maybe 2011 we've seen the governors of the state 2007 very are interested in national politics. We talk about the likes of Rotimi Amaechi, former governor of Rivers State, who led a fraction of governors out of the PDP. As they moved out of the PDP, that actually signaled, that led to the formation of them going into some association with the CPC, the ACN, the ANPP, that formed the APC as we have it today. And that led to the PDP at the time losing power in the center. And we also see the former governor of Rivers State, current FCT minister Nyesom Wike, who's been very articulate about his position in the PDP and has been a strong supporter of the current president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You cannot rule out the fact that Rivers State played a big role in President Bola Tinubu winning the 2023 general elections. So today, just a few days ago, the Rivers State people went to the polls to elect this time around, to elect local government chairman. And there are questions, a lot of questions arising as to what was the review of the poll. Did people really participate in that elections? Of course, we've seen the APC winning 22 seats. We've also seen the PDP winning 3 seats in that particular poll. And we've seen the FCT minister winning its own local government, local government, winning it for the PDP. A lot of questions around. And tonight, we'll have joining us to talk about the discussion a seasoned political expert, a former local government chairman, and a former leader of the PDP youth movement in Port Harcourt, who will be joining us via Zoom to help us make sense of the discussion. But before we bring our guests for tonight, let's go for a short break. So before we get into our discussion for tonight, like I do every day when I come on the show, I bring perspective of issues around political issues that are trending on social media. Let's go check out the first story we have for you tonight. The story says, nothing can chairman berates El-Rufai over Southern Kaduna population claims. So the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria in the 19th Northern State and the Federal Capital Territory, Reverend John Joseph Ayab, has berated former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai over his recent comments on the population strength of Southern Kaduna. A lot of people commented on that particular story, but That's that. All right. So we saw former governor of Kaduna State. He went on that interview on Sunday, and he said a lot of things. And he said some things, and people are saying, "No, you're not supposed to say this." This is one of the stories we are bringing. We're actually tracking for you tonight. Let's check another story now. Insecurity not worse under Tinubu. North Central APC counters El-Rufai. CEO cumulating from the interview that was granted the former FCT minister or former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai. North Central All Progressive Congress Forum has accused former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai of spreading propaganda and falsehood over his claim that insecurity has worsened in the region under President Bola Tinubu's administration. So North Central is saying North Central APC, you have to get that clear. The North Central APC are saying, Nasir El-Rufai, it is not true that insecurity has worsened under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let's take another story tonight. Jonathan 100% qualified for 2027 race, as Zibola tells Keyamo. Also, a cousin of the former President Goodluck Jonathan, Robert Azibola, has criticized Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo and human rights scholar Professor Chidi Odikola for opposing the speculation that Jonathan may be returning for the 2027 presidential poll, right? I remember some weeks ago I actually did I conducted a research about this, and I did some sort of story, a special report about Goodluck Jonathan returning as Nigeria's president. And it seems it's building up. A lot of people are talking about it. In fact, yesterday I saw a report that Jonathan himself has not ruled out contesting in the 2027 poll. We've not seen any statement from him, although the wife said that she would prefer to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, himself has not said anything about contesting the 2027 elections. All right, so let's take another story tonight. Kaduna warns El-Rufai against inciting crisis. So the Kaduna State government has accused the immediate past governor of the state, Nasir El-Rufai, of plotting to destabilize the state through provocation, manipulation, incitement, warning that if it will not tolerate attempts to drag the state back into violence. So Kaduna State government, headed by the governor, Obasani, who incidentally was brought out, was endorsed, was brought to power, and supported to power, not brought to power, was voted by the people, but was supported to power by Madam Nasir El-Rufai, has come out to say, Nasir El-Rufai, we don't want to go back to that place of violence. We'll take another story now. Simon Ekpa, terror sponsors will face justice anywhere, according to the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, who has held the conviction of Simon Ekpa by Finnish courts, stressing that judgments reinforce the principle that those who incite violence and fund terrorism will be held accountable regardless of their location. Those are some of the stories that we're able to track for you tonight as we bring that particular segment of the show. Let's try to see if we have joining us our guest for tonight, Honorable Churchill Wali, who is a former councillor in Ward 2 of Iguruta, Keoga local government area of Rivers State, and a former PDP Youth Alliance coordinator in Rivers State. Join us live on the show. Alright, so we're still trying to have him on the show. Let's go for a short break, and when we're back, we'll get straight into our discussion for tonight. A very good evening. Welcome back if you're just joining us. This is Big Talk on Global Television, a program where we x-ray political happenings around the country. And tonight, our focus is on Rivers State. Rivers State is a very important state to Nigeria as far as the economy of this country is concerned. The state in Niger Delta has about 7 million people and has been a very politically exposed state in especially the last 25-26 years that we've practiced this democracy. All right, tonight on the show we are highlighting the Rivers State local government election, and we're having a review of the poll. And joining us tonight to help make sense of this discussion is Honorable Churchill Wali, who is actually a former councillor in Ward 2 of Iguruta in Kelga local government area of Rivers State, and also a former leader of the PDP Youth Alliance, joining us live from Port Harcourt via Zoom to help make sense of the discussion. Very good evening to you, Honorable Churchill.
Good evening, Nigeria, good evening, my brother Osoro.
Yeah, it's good to have you. How was the local government election? People say that a lot of people did not come out to vote. In fact, the statistics that we are seeing shows voter apathy. What happened? Why didn't we really have a lot of people come out to vote?
Every Nigerian will really expect such turnout from Rivers State, so far as it has to do with election, because the spirit of politics has really been dropped down since the time that the state of emergency was declared. I mean, bringing somebody that is not from Rivers State, that is not a politician, that is not a democratic, that is not democratic in nature, that is a military officer, to come and head a state during a democratic season or during a democratic period. So democracy is not for so many years to get. And what happened in Rivers State really affects the whole system in democracy if really we look deep in it. And what we have just experienced in Rivers State today, really, some persons will say yes, they are happy about it, maybe, but when you look critically into it, you will find out that it's not really playing the democracy we have all fought for. As a former councillor, I can remember vividly 2018 when we had my election, and it was very, very strong. So many persons contested, and the campaign was here and there because the spirit of politics was still alive. People were still interested. But what happened in Rivers State on 30th? So many persons were demoralized because one, they are not seeing the true nature of politics. But that doesn't mean that some people did not vote and persons did not win the election. It really shows that a particular section of politicians did it and they won. But I would tell you that election was conducted, yes. Whether we like it or not, election was conducted because there was polling booths in here and there, and some persons were also declared winners. In the Ikwere local government, the APC candidate who declared the winner, Honorable Charles Wobodo. In Obiakpo, PDP was declared winner. But I will tell you that there is nobody that was contesting with anybody. It was no fight of any kind. They did it the way they want to do it. But we have to be truthful to ourselves that the spirit of politics, the spirit of democracy has really left the surroundings of Rivers State. People are not happy. The voters are not happy. And politicians that were. So this is what played out in the election.
All right, so Honorable Wali, I'd like to ask you, are you still a member of the PDP? Because it seems there is a union between the PDP and the APC in River State. We've even seen some people call it PDAPC. Maybe you'd like to walk us around what is happening in the political space in that state, because we saw long loyalists to a former governor, Nyesom Wike, FCT minister, who moved into the APC. And we still know that Nyesom Wike is a member of the PDP as of today. And the PDP won in Obiokpo local government, his own local government. What is going on? It seems there's a marriage between APC and PDP in Rivers State. We saw APC winning about 22 seats and PDP winning 3 seats, like you mentioned. Maybe it was just I give you, you give me. What actually happened? Was there really people coming out, buying the form and standing election, contesting to get into those offices?
Oh, let me tell you, the simple truth is that both the PDP and the APC that contested the election, both the ones that won, that contested election, because there's nobody that lost. I will tell you that all of them are supporters and blessed Chibari and we like what said, it's very clear, everyone's seen it. It's PDP APC and there's not anybody can say than what happened in Rivers State was let them use PDP for this local government, use APC for this local government, and that concluded everything. Because for me, I remain a member of PDP. Whether PDP is very strong, whether it's not strong, I remain a PDP member. And I cannot deny the fact that I'm a PDP member because I have my membership card. I have my updated membership card. I'm a PDP member. But what is happening in democracy, particularly in Rivers State, is very, very bad. And it's affecting the whole system. It's affecting the country. But people will not say, because they will say, what will they say and who will hear them? But it's good for us to say, and nobody here. Democracy is gradually dying in Nigeria, whether we like it or not. Because the two party, PDP and APC, is only believing in strong infrastructure, what they have gotten or what they can get. And like I used to say, that there are people who call during a crisis. During a crisis, people that are very, very interested. When there's a problem, they can invest in that, they can come into the problem and get what they want from the problem. They are the people that have destroyed the system. Because at the time His Excellency Governor Sulai Fubara won the election, the system was still operating very well, despite that it was somehow touched during the last 2023 election, where the River State, the sitting governor of River State, Chibari Ian Wike, decided to give the River State votes to APC, and APC now won in River State for presidential.
Right. You've just said something. You said the former governor of River State, Nyesom Wike, FCT minister, gave River State's vote to APC. Is that something you want to expand on?
You want me to expand on it? Everybody knows about it. Yes, everybody knows about it. During the last 2023 election, it was clear to everybody that the different contestants of presidency, P2B came to River State campaigns, and Tinubu came to River State, but Atiku was not given the opportunity to come to River State to campaign. Yes. So, but during the election, it was declared I was still around because it was on the governorship election that I was arrested by some police officers that deemed it fit to arrest me because they were seeing that I was trying to stop them from their rigging processes that they wanted to do. So I was arrested the night before the election. But apart from that, it was clear that on that presidential election day, even in my polling unit, they were shouting APC instead of shouting PDP. And these are the supporters, these are PDP members. Instead of them to be voting their party, they were voting against their party. So, and that is how the election was declared for His Excellency, the president of Nigeria.
All right, so it wasn't a rigging. It wasn't as a result of rigging. It was as a result of, from what you are saying, if I can get you right, what actually happened during that elections was, from your experience, it was PDP members who betrayed the party and voted for APC, not as a result of rigging.
Exactly, that was what happened. The rigging aspect is only when you have evidences of rigging that you can say anything about rigging. But what I know is that they betrayed their own party and voted APC, and it was clear everywhere.
All right, so
that was how.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that was how the election was declared for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for Rivers State.
All right, still looking at the local government polls, we've seen APC win, and it seems that the union, whatever problem was there between the two parties, seemed resolved. And now there's another party coming into the fray, the ADC. We saw your former governor Rotimi Amechi, former Minister of Transportation in this country. We saw him come to the States and had a welcome. And maybe we're expecting to see the ADC also come into the fray as an alternative to the APC and the PDP. Can you walk us through what is happening? Is the APC having structures in the state? Do we really have opposition party in the state? You said you remain a member of the PDP, but it seems your party, the PDP and the APC are one. Are you really, even when you say I'm a member of the PDP, does it really hold water going into the future? So I'm asking two questions. What role did other opposition parties play during the elections? And with this union between the APC and the PDP, can you really still say I'm really a member of the PDP?
Yes, I will start to say I'm a member of PDP at any time, any day, because I've not declared for any party apart from PDP. And when they are talking about ADC becoming a strong opposition or an alternative, one thing in Rivers State is that, so far as I'm concerned, I will tell you vividly that Rivers State has only one party system, and the party system is Nyesom Wike as it stands now. Rivers State has only one party system now, and the party system is Nyesom Wike. If Nyesom Wike tell them that they are going for PDP, they will go. If you tell them that they are going for APC, they will go. But as it stands now in Rivers State has only one party system, and that party system is Nyesom Wike. For me, I've not taken any decision of whom to work with. I just decided I would decide until when democracy has been restored in Rivers State. That is the return of His Excellency Similar Ifubara as the governor of Rivers State.
Right, so we've even heard the FCT minister of recent, hints to the fact that your governor, like you mentioned, Governor Similar Ifubara, may be returning this month. Is that something you are happy about, that your young governor, Governor Fubara, may be returning to you as the democratically elected governor of the state? Because some of the things the president said seems as if it's been handled. The tensions in the state and all of the reports he may have had to actually make that pronouncement. But let's go past that. What are you looking forward to as the return of the governor? Because it seems the governor has gone into a meeting or has gone into an agreement with the FCT minister.
Yes, I wouldn't say much that I am happy about the return of the governor, but the governor's return is is something that has to at least touch the democracy of the democratic nature of Rivers State as a state. Let the system function the way it's supposed to function. Let the House of Assembly make their laws. Let the governor assent the laws, and let the judiciary also operate. But to be honest, the Nigerian political system or Nigerian democratic system has been tampered and need to be corrected, whether we like it or not, because it's very, very unfortunate that it happens to Rivers State. But what if it's in Abuja, not Abuja, what if it's in Lagos State? What will people say? So what if it's in other states? But nobody is saying anything because it happened in Rivers State. And the states that have been having issues where terrorists have been attacking the individuals and this and that, bandits there and there, nobody has been saying anything. There was no state of emergency. But in Rivers State, state of emergency was declared and nobody wants to say anything. But I wouldn't want to speak angrily, but let's wait. Since they said Cecilia Ifubara, the governor of Rivers State, will be returning very soon, let's wait until he returns and see the way the political system and the democracy will be operating in Rivers State. The angry part of it is that all the projects that is supposed to keep Rivers State busy has been dropped down. Every good thing that is supposed to happen in Rivers State for like 6 months now has been crashed. Finances we don't know. Where Rivers money is going, we don't know. But it is very well. It's very well. Let him come back and complete his tenure. Then let's leave the political space for 2027 and see what will play out.
All right, so I was still talking to Honorable Churchy Owadi, who was a former councillor in Ward 12, Delgama, and in Keoka local government area of Rivers State, and also a former convener of the Youth Alliance in Rivers State. We'll go for a short break. Honorable, stay with us. When we come back, the conversation continues. Our review of the Rivers State local government election. What actually happened during the elections? Did the people really vote, or was it just a caricature? These are questions that he'll be helping us to answer as an elder statesman. Let's go for this break. welcome back. This is still Big Talk on Global Television, a program where we highlight political issues around Nigeria as we hope to bring a change to the country. Tonight on the show, we are looking at Rivers State's local government election, the just concluded elections, and a review of the poll that just took place in Rivers State. And joining us tonight to help make sense of this discussion is Honorable Churchill Wiley, a former councillor in Rivers State and also a PDP member who's joining us to make sense of the discussion. Thank you so much, Honorable, for staying with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so now let's talk about the seeming peace that has come, because it seems all the factions, at least between the FCT minister and your governor, it seems the issues have been resolved. And what are you seeing? Is this something that will last? And we've heard things that maybe there was an agreement that was signed that the governor is going to do one term. Have you heard anything? Is there something you have to tell us?
Yes, we just said the one I know. When they are talking about peace, yes, the governor has made peace with the FCT minister. But the governor has forgotten that he has supporters, he has followers. And these supporters are still waiting for him to call for a peace that will accommodate everybody, not a peace of only the governor. You know, so many politicians were supporting the governor and was working with him. The likes of His Excellency, former governor of Rivers State, Sir Celestine Omea, the likes of George Sekibo.
Sekibo, yeah. Senator Sekibo.
And so many of them. I mean, George Sekibo and Sekibo himself, and so many of them. And the likes of Edison.
Edison are here.
Edison, yeah. And so many.
Martin Amuwele, something, yeah.
Former Secretary General, that is Tami Danagogo. Tami Danagogo, who was a former Minister for Sports. So that is to tell you that the governor may have gone to make peace with the former governor and everybody within his within the corridor of within the corridor of the FCT ministers there is power, or within his friends, but he has forgotten that he has followers. He has supporters. He has people that have supported him under the rain and in the sun. You understand? And these persons has not been talked to. These persons has not been included. They has not been included in the peace making. So if they have not included in the peace making, are we saying that this person can forcefully be retired politically? No. It's not possible. So, what I am saying is that the peace has not gotten to the grassroots. Like in my own constituency now, I'm not against them, but I've not been with them, I've not talked with them. We have to negotiate. Politics is all about negotiation. You cannot bring somebody. You can only force a horse to river, but you can force the horse to drink water. You cannot support in politics where you'll be insulted, where your position will be undermined, where your personality will not be shining, where nobody will recognize your person. It's not possible. It's not possible. So what I'm saying is that if there is a reconciliation, that reconciliation should get to the grassroots. There should be thorough reconciliation. The politician that was
Right, so but there are also questions, Honorable Wali. There are questions around the fact that these same politicians that you've mentioned, some names that you've mentioned tonight on the show, that they may have been the one that pushed the governor. In fact, we've also heard former the FCT minister, your former governor, Nyesom Wike, in one of his media chats, he mentioned that some people pushed Governor Similaye Fubara into the problem, the issues that he had, that people pushed him, maybe the people that you've mentioned. So now, is it not good to leave the people who may have orchestrated whatever happened in the state between the governor and his former boss?
Yes, when the
Sorry, you may like to take that again. We didn't hear you. Honorable, please, go again. We didn't really get you. You say?
I said 2023, when they were campaigning for His Excellency Sasilaye Fubara, it was to be a government that will bring everybody together. It was to be an inclusive before what happened. So even if there are people that pushed him, he is the one that is supposed to be blamed first. Because you have a master, and your master, you have an agreement with him. For you to deviate from your agreement with him, you should not put the blame on anybody. Because you are not a baby. He's an adult. So, but for us to have a peaceful running government and an inclusive running government, everybody needs to be happy. They need to bring everybody together. Blame for his mistake. Blame everybody for his negative contribution, and including everybody for a better River State.
All right, so let me ask you now. It seems the president maybe got some information that some pipelines or whatever security information he got that enabled him, to actually go on with that state of emergency. But what is the situation, the security situation? How is River State now? I hope everywhere is calm, safe. Is that what is happening?
Everywhere is calm. There is no time everywhere was hot in River State.
And there was a lot of political tension. There was a lot of political tension at the time. But it seems the political tension has doused down. You remember, the governor will say things, he has this pain, the FCT minister. There was a lot of political tension in the states, if you remember, Honorable.
Yes, not the FCT minister was not happy because the governor was doing without some persons that worked for the government. The governor is also not happy because the people that worked for him was the persons that were supposed to support the government. So, let's agree that the peace has come, but the peace needs to get to the grassroots. It has to be a peace that will bring everybody together. It has to be an inclusive peace for everybody.
Right, Honorable Wali, I'd like to still take your thoughts on the 2027 general elections. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? You are a grassroots politician. What are the people saying? Are they going to support President Bola Tinubu? Because the FCT minister is clear that he's going to be supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. He's very clear about his position. And he has even told the PP that if they bring back Peter Obi, that will lead to self-destruction. So what are you hearing? Are the Rivers people in 2027, will they be supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
With the tension in River State, if there is peace, I will have something to say about that. When everybody has come together. But with what I'm seeing now, some persons supporters of Chief Barrister Ian Wike, the Minister for FCT, will support His Excellency, the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But the other side, people that are not happy might not support Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's the truth. But if everybody comes together and there is an inclusive government, I believe that, and if things moves very well, the way it's supposed to move, Rivers Bola.
Okay, the former Rivers State governor, I want to ask you because some people have also talked about maybe a tsunami is coming in 2027, and we know that Rivers State has always been central it's always played a prominent role in the politics of this nation. And your former governor, Rotimi Amaechi, is clear about his political direction and we've heard him say that he may be contesting for presidency in 2027. Are Rivers people solidly behind him? And what's the acceptance of the ADC in Rivers State?
I would say that ADC has not been on ground.
Oh, ADC is not on ground in Rivers State.
It's not very on ground in Rivers State.
But we saw that homecoming.
We see the homecoming. But after the homecoming, what happens? We know we are grassroots. I know Sankrani, and I know too well that it takes extra miles for any person, for anybody to fight this fight in Rivers State. If only and if there is inclusive government, if everybody comes together. Like, you cannot go to Ahuda now and you undermine the person of ADC. You can't go to Calabari and undermine the person of Sir Tami Danagogo. You can't, it's very, very clear. We have politicians and we have politicians. Like, despite whatsoever, the Honorable Rotimi Amaechi, the former Minister of Super Minister for Works,
Transportation, you mean? Yeah, go ahead.
Transportation, sorry. Undermined politically. But what I'm telling you is that the party is floating now. Is not on ground yet in Rivers State. So he has to do extra work, and there are people, there are forces that he used to work with. Forces has left. People like His Excellency he's a force.
Yeah.
He has left him. Then you go down. Down is and soon. These are the forces. People like Barry has left him too. That is also a force. Senator Barry Biggie. We have politicians and we have active politicians. So the persons that have left him now, that are not with him any longer in Rivers State, are strong forces that to build a standard in the field.
All right, so as we try to wind down this conversation now, Honorable Wali, there was a time that we heard that the PDP, your party, was a religion in the South, especially the South, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Delta, and even Edo, before Adams Oshiomhole came. And River State was more or less the birthplace of the PDP as far as the South is concerned. Is the PDP still strongly rooted in River State as it used to be? As we wind down the conversation, Honorable Wali.
PDP is not rooted the way it used to be, both in Akwa Ibom, both in Rivers State, because some persons that were strongly supporting the party are no more with the party. That is simple truth. In Akwa Ibom, the likes of the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, left the party, and he was one of the strong machinery that the party was using to run in Akwa Ibom State. In Rivers State, the likes of Chief Barrister Ian Wike and that of Rotimi, Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi, who left the party also, because you cannot tell me, I will stand it clearly, that nobody will deceive me that Chief Barrister Ian Wike is a member of PDP and he has decided to support APC.
No, but you know that conversation, Honorable, we don't really have much of time again. But you know that conversation, he has said it clearly that he's a member of the PDP. I was seeing him attend PDP meetings. He said he wrote to his ward, they agreed that he should serve in he should serve in the APC government. He wrote to the state level, the chairman assented to it. He wrote to even the zonal level, and they accepted that he should serve. So he said that he's a member of the PDP.
Well, I don't swear that is an act in the constitution that stands to condemn it's an act in the PDP constitution, and it's called anti-party.
No, it's not. No, Honorable is different. I think the anti-party is when you are attending meetings of another party, not serving a government of the people. He's serving the Nigerian people as the FCT minister. He's not attending APC meetings. We've not seen him in one. I don't know if he attends, but we've not seen him in one.
Okay, yes, I've not seen him in one. And that is the reason why I stand to say that I'm still remain a member of PDP. I am not, will not, in any way attend APC meetings.
Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you so much, Honorable Churchill Wale, former councillor in Rivers State and a former leader of the Youth Alliance, for talking to us tonight on the show. We really do appreciate you, and we hope to talk to you sometime soon.
Thank you very much.
We wish you all of the best, and we wish Rivers people all of the best. We love Rivers State, and we want to see Rivers continue to be very peaceful. And like the FCT minister said, we'd like to see your governor, Siminalayi Fubara, back as the governor of the state in no time. Thank you so much, and take care of your party, PDP, and as we wish every other party. All the best.
Thank you.
All right, and that's the size of our show for tonight. Thank you, Honorable Wale, for talking to us. And yeah, we say bye for now.